In this lesson, we're going to learn how to easily move positions of the pentatonic scale just like this. One really common thing that can kind of bog down our soloing is if we feel stuck in one position, maybe we're not really comfortable with all the pentatonic positions, and so we kind of get in a box and sometimes we can get stuck there. This really simple exercise can get you out of that rut and create a real movement and fluidity to your playing. Here's how the exercise is going to look and sound, and then we'll look at some different things we can do with it and expand it. I'm going to set the metronome to 100 beats per minute if you want to follow along. Of course, you can always slow it down or speed it up. Just tailor to your needs. 1, 2, 3, and... The only exception to the ring finger and the index finger was when I got down toward the 3rd fret. That gets really wide, and to my hand, it's more comfortable to use the pinky finger at that point. So take that for what it's worth. You can still do just index and ring finger or any combination you're really feeling. The main point here is to see little bite-sized sections of the 5 positions of the pentatonic scale. And like I said earlier, it just makes it easier to keep track of and to create little riffs and motifs. So let's break this down. Where we start out is really, you could think of it as the first position of the minor pentatonic, just the top part of it. And so I'm going to actually start on the 18th fret here and do 4 notes. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got kind of that wider box shape for the pentatonic. And then slide down to the next position. Now this position is going to go like this. So it's a little bit more of the narrow box. We've got the wider box and then a narrow one. Let's put those two together again. Slide to the 5th position because we're going backwards. Then we're going to have this more kind of narrow box. Slide down. Now we're going to go like this. And then slide down to the 8th fret for this key. Let's recap those. This gets us into the 3rd position of the minor pentatonic, and here we're going to start on this 10th fret of the high E string. Slide. So here it is again. Slide. Now we're in the 2nd position of the minor pentatonic. We're almost close to home again. And we're back to this kind of just nice, simple box shape. Like that. And then you slide down and you're back to actually the home base. It's just that we're an octave lower than where we started. And now this is where I like to use the pinky finger just because things get so much wider toward the nut of the guitar. And we can go like that. And then the way I did it in the playthroughs, then I just turned it around. I still did the same concept, just going forward. So now we ascend from here. Now I would use the ring finger to slide up like that. And now we're in this 2nd position again. Remember, it's just kind of that nice, easy box shape. Slide up. Now we're in the 3rd position of the minor pentatonic. We'll start here on the B string. Slide up. Now we're in the 4th position, minor pentatonic. Now we'll go back to the B string. Now we're in the 5th position. It's back to that nice easy box shape. And then we're back home. Again, we're just an octave higher than where we started this run at least. And you can, from there, create like a little motif to wrap everything up. And don't worry, if you're not really sure how to create interesting motifs and melodies, we'll definitely have more lessons on things of that nature. So for now, it might be cool just to learn this pattern up and down, get used to that, and then I'll kind of show you where we can go with this if you were to play this to like a backing track, like a G blues or something. So here's that whole thing all together again. Starting on the 18th fret, we'll descend and then ascend. I'm going to count in groupings of 5 notes. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's turn things around and go forward. And we'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then get yourself a little ending lick. I'm going to put the jam track on, and now instead of just running up and down like that, that's a good way to practice how to move around, but it isn't necessarily musical. So I'm going to hang out in each area, try to come up with some melodies, and then I'll kind of slide down. You'll see me move down, and then I'll move back up. I'm using the same device, the same kind of trick. I'm just mixing up the riff that I play in each area. So again, it's just one way you can break things down into more manageable patterns that you can recognize. And then of course you could do the same process with the rest of the 2-string groupings, and you would have a ton of options that way. But I just wanted to plant the seed to help you create some movement, especially if you feel like maybe that first position of the minor pentatonic is really familiar, but the other ones aren't so much. Well, all good, totally understand that, but just take a little piece of it and just work that a little bit, and kind of, you're just mapping your terrain, and bit by bit, you'll have this whole fretboard down and be able to flow from spot to spot and really be free to do whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching the lesson. I hope you enjoyed that and maybe you can get something out of it. And if you want the free worksheet that I prepared with that exercise going up and down, just hit the link in the description. You can get it there. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Thanks.